Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of the Silver Arrows. Hopefully, the last game before we actually begin against the Giants. But we'll see, because we've been in that campaign for a while, but we haven't actually fought the actual Giant chiefs and kings and whatnot.
No!
So, I'm joined by Jonathan, Maddie, Gwen, and Andy.
Hello!
And the rest of the party will be joining us soon. One moment. So last we left off, crime happened.
What is this?
That's what his face looks like.
Alright, cool. I'm doing a thing, buddy. Last we left off, crime happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it did.
And people were thrown in jail for it. Ricky and Kohrinna are currently in jail for the murder of Wolfgang and breaking and entering, and all the other crimes that Kohrinna has done.
What a twist.
Which are many. You guys resurrected Wolfgang, but there's still the matter, a murder happened.
You know, couldn't they just...
That is where we left off, and you guys...
Dogs.
Yeah.
Ricky blew up some dogs.
You guys are going to be dealing with that. But first, we start at Tanky's, the inn in town. That is also the base of the Silver Arrows, the Order of Silver Arrows at the moment.
Where everybody knows your name.
Yeah. Rowan, you are hanging at the bar, and you are told by, we'll say, Schmiveldorf, it's like, you should meet some more of the party.
Sure.
Because there's some people who you haven't met just yet. You need to get out there. You need to make friends.
I have a lot of... That's fair. Okay.
I know, but they're not here. You need to meet new friends. Plus, it's good to know the people you're working with.
Sure.
And he takes you up to a table where Arungandir and Bro, you guys are sitting.
Yeah.
It's like,
And I'm like a full ass deer right now. Like,
so this is Ro.
I'm an entire deer.
They are a deer, and this is Arungandir.
Hold
Yes,
on.
hello.
A deer and a running deer.
Yes.
Now we need to find a species of deer called the Arungan deer.
Apparently, Gosberg is there.
Oh, so that's weird.
That's fine. This works.
Yo.
Didn't see you there.
He's at another table, but he was in earshot.
He's like in the back, just like butting in.
Hello!
Hi, Gosberg.
Hello!
He's sitting at a
Hi.
table with Flindle Cash.
I just bow my head at you.
Since they're... So, questions. They
Yes.
just got introduced to me as a deer. Do I know that they can turn into a human? Probably not, huh?
Probably not.
So I just think that you have a deer in your
A
party.
whole ass deer. Yeah.
What exactly does the deer do?
It heals. It can swing a mean sword.
Wow, your guys' deer fun, and I'm from the Feywild.
I'm very talented.
You transform.
Yes.
Okay, you
I'm
can't
very
talk.
talented.
The deer transforms into a man.
And Rowan's just kind of sitting there with this full-on mouth open, like, alright.
What was your name? I missed it.
So my name's Rowan.
Aw. My name is Ro. You don't go by Ro, do you?
No.
Ever?
I usually go by the Pan, but you can call me Rowan.
Rowan is fine. Okay.
The pan.
He calls me Doe Eyes.
Yes.
Do I do?
I do?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Rowan the Pan,
But
because I'm
only
the
my
leader
best
of my
friend.
clan.
But only my best friend can call me Doe Eyes. So maybe later you can call me Doe Eyes. But not right now.
All right.
Wait, so was it Running Deer your new best friend? Ah.
Yeah. It
If you
happened.
need help, blink twice. No, just kidding.
Rangandir's been my best friend since I got here.
Fair.
Yeah.
He seems like a cool guy.
I am. You know.
He is.
He's so humble too.
I'm the most humble person
I
you'll
like him
ever
a lot.
meet.
He has a giant longbow.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
Got that a few
It
days
is
ago.
enormous.
Yeah.
And he isn't
You just
compensated.
do the triangle and I'll color
Oh,
it
thanks,
How would you?
Sir Gosberg.
How would you know?
skinny. Just do skinny
Never
and
mind.
then you can
How would he know what?
Never. Nothing.
I like you guys. You guys are cool.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Yay!
I'm supposed to be rolling.
So what do you do?
I am. Well, I guess now I'm a part of your party. And I
Oh.
used to just run my little clan in the Feywild. And
You're from the Feywild?
hell yeah.
No way!
Oh.
I love that place.
The
It's great.
Feywild.
I miss it.
Great.
It's only been a couple days, but I miss
They
it.
used to run the thieving operation.
Oh yeah, we like stole a bunch of shit at one point, but that's just because they really like screwed up our water supply and built a dam. But now they're destroying the dam, and we made like a deal, and it's like chill now.
Oh.
Oh.
Your friends tried to kill us,
Oh.
but it was chill.
They
The one
they
in
kill a
jail,
lot of people.
The
It was chill, yeah.
who this
Um,
person who tried to kill you.
The one that's in jail right now. Can
For
you
trying to
guess?
kill
It
somebody.
makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense.
Was it Kohrinna?
Yes.
Yay!
Gosberg, you were there.
Gosper, you. Rowan just turned. Weren't you there?
Shut up, boy.
Don't be rude. I like this one.
Hey, I think you're pretty cool, dude. Bro, dude.
You're road.
Bro, dude. Bro. Yes.
What is happening? Okay.
I'm tempted to do a God of
This
War.
is how we met, guys. This is great.
I know, right?
I'm not supposed to look.
Oh,
Shooting
man.
Okay, I'm sorry, buddy.
Stuff in the bar.
I just started it on this.
So, who are your parents?
Oh, that's a fun story.
Yeah.
Me too.
I haven't seen my parents in like a couple decades because I wandered off
You
into
mean years?
No.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
How old am I?
That's a thing you should have put on your character sheet.
Well, I talked to you about it and I was like, how old is it?
I'm keeping you guys accountable.
I lost count.
I'm probably like 4 or 5.
Years?
Years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Years don't live that long. They live like
No.
15 years at best.
Yeah. They're
short
dead,
for
I'm
everyone.
pretty sure.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Me too.
Wait.
In that case, I could buy you a
that's
drink.
okay.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
underage!
I am not! I mean,
No.
I am not.
Stop pretending, boy!
I'm an adult.
No, you're not!
Okay.
No, I think he's telling the truth.
Yes, but not to me!
No.
I mean, I am an adult. I mean, I may look like a 16-year-old child, but I
You
am
all-
an adult.
I will treat you like a 16-year-old child
I
until
may
you
look like a
change!
You know-
16-year-old child, but I'm a deer.
Some 16-year-olds are treated as adults in some cultures.
Yes, but not my culture!
I also am like the leader of a clan, so could you let me get a drink? God!
Yes, but only the weakest one. Buy this boy some water!
Okay.
What do you drink?
Actually,
Have you ever had a drink?
Can I get some water?
Not.
Yes, you can have a
What do they have like alcohol in the Feywild? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, some of your clan have made like fermented wine drinks and stuff like
yeah, I'm
that.
supposed to say I've mostly drank wine. I'm pretty sure that's about it.
Alright.
Drinks, yeah.
Can I have some wine and a pitcher of water, please?
Wine. Hell.
Yeah, but
You weren't even there.
I know.
Mhm.
Everyone told me about it. I was like, that's great.
yeah, the new barkeep / waitress Lyric
My babe, that's my other kid.
gets you, yeah, brings over some drinks
Thank
Yay.
for
you.
y'all.
This is great. So, what's the plan for today, anyway?
Oh, right. So,
We gotta figure out how to get Kohrinna out of jail!
It's current. Yeah,
What
it's
about
currently the
other
day.
guy?
Ricky? Yeah, you can take care of
No,
himself,
we'll say
I'm
this
sure.
is night. We'll say this is night after the end of the last game. You're all at the bar, hanging out.
well, I've done everything I could possibly do. So it's up to the council. See what
Have they
they
reached a
say.
decision yet?
No.
They said they would do it tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We need to think of a contingency plan.
I thought our plan was pretty good.
Yes, but just in case things go south, so to speak.
South.
I mean, you know, you have to plan for everything. Like it.
Does the plane here tend to shift?
What?
Direction? South?
No, I mean, like, what happens if, you know, she gets a new necktie?
Oh.
Or, you know, becomes, I don't know, 5 pounds light. I don't know. How much did the head weigh?
Listen, we'll take care of whatever happens.
Okay, what happens if they decide to behead her?
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
We got
too bad
planned
she
for
is
that.
a criminal.
Well,
Yeah.
But now
the
that
people in that word aren't like that. It'll be fine.
You hear a... And from a dark corner, there's an axolotl smoking a cigarette.
I'm gonna.
So,
Fucking
you know, you should have.
axolotl?
Yeah, you should have seen it. That guy beat the town god leader.
Wow.
I know. I'm afraid of him. I'm actually afraid of him.
You can't understand him because he's technically not a beast.
Yeah.
But you get the inkling that he's asking, like, looks like we can work with each other to work something out.
We don't know what
We
you're
both want
saying.
someone out of jail. Is the gist you're getting?
Oh,
whoa,
right.
whoa.
He's still.
He doesn't say that. It's an axolotl, but you
it's
get
still
that gist.
Ricky's creature. So
It's a lot of charades
we
going
both
on.
want people out of jail.
What was that?
We both want people out of jail.
Are we talking about our jailbreak?
I don't know.
I mean,
is there a jailbreak?
I don't know.
We probably shouldn't be talking about this in a public space.
Is that,
So.
I know, right?
Everybody in the
very
bar is just like
illegal.
looking.
yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Because
That's
then
an awful idea.
we could all end up in jail.
Excellent. They can't jail us all. You're a jail leader. Like this cell is actually big enough. Okay.
they actually.
The axolotl throws its tiny little miniature cigarette on the ground, stamps it out. Points at you guys, finger guns. Walks out the door.
That axolotl is
So,
gonna get
he
itself
also
killed one
runs
day.
the town by now.
Yeah, basically.
He defeated the town guard with like 100 rats. They also poop in the alcohol.
You just hear someone from across the bar. Shut up, man! That's not how that went down.
The rats also defecate in the alcohol. By the way, here's the
Surly
alcohol
hears
drink.
this. Surly at the bar hears this. He's like, that is not, they do not. We run a clean business here, Gosberg. Don't be spreading rumors.
You know it's true!
No, they don't. I keep them out. You get your shit under control at the church.
Fair enough.
This is insane.
yeah. This is.
This
It
is
feels
very
like it's a
insane.
party whenever Gosberg is around. Am I right?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
So I invited him to the game.
There's that murdered clown again.
Oh yeah, that clown is so
Still
Um,
being killed.
Wait, what clown?
just, if you hear the horn, the beat,
getting his head
yeah.
Clown getting his head beaten in.
It's like it's the
clown murder.
shaved ice lady, tamales and stuff. Chicharrones.
Yup.
All right, so you guys all go to rest. Long rest. Wherever you do so. Rowan, I presume you share a room with Schmiveldorf at the inn
Oh.
for now.
Okay, so so I assume Ricky's in jail.
Ricky is still in jail.
The dwarven custom was.
Rowan Gosberg.
Yes.
What, buddy? Hold on.
I think it was that.
Who are you?
In a minute, buddy. Rowan Gosberg. You once again both awaken in the wheat field.
Oh my. Okay.
Ah!
Trying to scare.
Hello, dear! It seems we are both in the dimensional planes of dreams. That is what I call dreams.
I understand that I am being tested.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm having a great time.
I'll take the L.
One
Please.
of the things you both notice in this field, there is an entrance to a cave.
Alright, in we go.
Okay,
in I
let's
go.
go. I will follow.
Okay.
There's nothing else to do. I get bored easily.
All right, you are walking through this cave. Through it. You can You can feel heat, intense heat, as you're walking through this place, and it seems to go on forever, but all of a sudden you're not in a hallway anymore. It opens up into a very large cavern.
What the crap?
And you see piles of treasure
Ooh!
all around you, and on top of this treasure
Don't touch them.
is a large red dragon.
Very bad.
Don't touch
Its
the
belly covered in gemstones. You recognize it as Brosimal.
Okay, that's bad.
Mm.
And the dragon looks at you and it sees you.
Oh shit. Please,
And it
quickly,
breathes
hide!
fire. A burst of flame comes heading right for the both of you. And as you shield your eyes and prepare for the worst, you are unsinged as the fire never hits you.
Oh.
And you open your eyes, and standing in front of you is Torvi and Zafrab. Torvi is standing in the flame directly. It is hitting her and doing nothing to her. And the fire stops. And Zafrab steps in front of Torvi. He's holding a staff that you have never seen before, that he does not own.
What does it look like?
It is a strange blue staff with some leather wrapped around the top. And he slams it to the ground. And you see chains. Silver glowing chains. And you can see in this cave there are many little exits, large and small, and including the entrance that you yourselves came through. And as Zafrab slams these chains down, they spread throughout the room and block every single exit. So that the dragon cannot escape.
Can Torvi and Zav up your ass?
This doesn't seem to be a talking part of the dream.
Great.
I know, right?
So, I'm gonna take a closer look at the staff.
Do I notice anything different about Torvi?
Uh,
Or does she just look like regular old Torvi?
she seems to still be on fire, but it doesn't seem to bother her at all.
Oh, he's on fire.
So she's on fire.
She's literally on fire
Are
in
we
some
on fire?
places. You guys aren't. And then you notice Rowan is there as well.
What are you doing, my
And
dream
Rowan
boy?
is currently like backing up into in a pile of the treasure, apparently frightened, as happens around dragons, as you yourselves witnessed. And as they're backing up, you see them backing up, and they seem to notice something under their hand, and they seem to gain newfound courage and grab it. And you hear the phrase in your minds, "The dragon's greed will be its downfall." Oh, and the dream ends.
Okay. Ah!
Gosberg, you awake in bed. Your wife goes, "Gosberg, honey."
Sorry.
Someone married you?
I'm not here.
You
You missed
Sit
another
next
dream.
to John.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's one more marriage that you have under your belt.
Ahmed, hi.
I had several dear wives.
Do you know I haven't seen you in a
Yeah,
long time?
and that's polygamy.
What?
Do you know I haven't seen you in a long time?
Just a
Yeah.
sin!
I was in Texas.
I know, buddy. I
Dude, the
brought
flight
some.
was
Brought all
the
the
beginning
sweets.
of
Yeah.
the beginning of the flights were the worst.
Okay,
Way
small
too
break.
fast.
Sorry, sweetie, I'm having a lot of these weird dreams. I don't know what they mean, but I will pledge to you, I will find out. And maybe
Yeah.
one day you could have a dream where I don't wake up screaming.
Do that in the morning.
Okay. Okay, sweetie. Good night. I love you.
It's downfall.
She like puts a pillow over her head. And you go back to sleep.
Does your wife even like you?
She does. She's very cranky if she wakes up early.
I was probably sleeping on a rung when you were like 4.
Hmm?
I was probably sleeping on a rung when you were 4.
Does a Rungander even have a house anymore?
He is.
I got a makeshift tent.
Yeah, he's at the Fearbold. It's a big community.
It's fine.
And then we didn't.
Yeah, it's a big old
Big
tent.
for
There's
Furbolg or big for a person?
And I realized we were in my neighborhood.
big old
and we were like,
Furbolg
"What?"
tent. His uncle and his mother are also in there. It's fine.
And me.
And you.
That was the saddest joke ever.
But you guys awaken the next morning,
Because I liked them.
and it's a nice day outside. It was snowing a while ago, but today it's just slightly cloudy.
Okay.
And
Quick question for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should ask you actually.
Okay, never mind.
Is Torby here?
are you asking the tent, or do you want to go to the town?
I'm gonna go into town. I gotta go talk to Torby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Godfrey,
Zathram. Because I shouldn't tell him because he's gonna be dead by the time we get there. Anyway.
Gosberg is going to put on his armor and then run over to find Torby and tell her what happened.
What? What, Andy?
Gosberg is going to put on his
This is
armor
why
and
I
then
shouldn't
find
have
Torby.
friends.
Alright, so you're both going to find Torby. Torby, you make your way to town, or are you guys gonna go to Torby's house?
I'll go to Torby's house. I
Okay.
don't know if I know where it is.
Yeah, you've been there. You've
Oh,
slept there
right.
before.
I slept at. I
I
sleep there.
always wake up with this like horrible case of bedhead, I think.
I always
and,
wake.
like-
you
Yeah.
always wake up with rolling
And like
this
I
closer
have
from
to
you.
I have to like comb
and
it
he's
out
like,
and
Torby,
brush
stop
it
screaming at me.
and-
Where's
and
the?
like-
Where's the?
and like
Stop screaming
braid
at me,
it,
where's-
do my braids
Yeah.
and like
So Torby, you get you
so
wake up.
I'm probably just waking up.
You wake up to the sounds of knocking on your door.
I'm just like, oh.
Torby.
As Grix gets up from his position on the floor.
Torby!
So look who it is.
Torby!
You hear both of these voices?
Wait, are we
Okay.
all there right now?
Just those two. Arungandir if he wants to be.
Torby.
Torby!
I'm gonna sleep some more.
Just sleeping.
You know, I have a morning routine, you
Can I
guys.
kick down the door?
Torby, if you do not let me in,
that
I
urgent.
will jump through the window!
Oh my god, okay, I'm coming.
Yeah,
Open the
Torby
door.
opens the door with Major super long bedhead. It's the only time you haven't seen her.
Okay,
with a braid.
good. Keep your hair that way, because I have a shit to explain to you.
Hey, so
You're on fire!
hey, so you know how we're gonna go fight giants?
Yeah.
Is there like also like maybe possibly could there be a dragon?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
You were there. You fought the dragon, remember? It was the same one that attacked the Fearbold village.
Oh yeah. So this dragon, we're gonna fight again. You know how we're gonna fight this dragon again?
Yes.
You know how you have like a, you know how you can't catch her on fire?
What?
You know how you
Your hair was on fire. We had a dream together. It was amazing.
do you can you catch fire?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Shall we test?
I don't want to test this.
Good. By the way, your hair looks
So-
amazing.
It would be a
Thank
really
you.
good idea, I
But-
think. If you could become immune to fire.
That is stupid.
Okay. I'll try.
Work on that.
I'll
Okay.
try.
Anyways, there's this I'm looking for
I-
this stick.
Come in.
Right.
This retelling.
Cornelius, stay outside. Guard the entrance or anything that might set Torby on fire.
I'm looking for this stick. I feel like it's really important that I find it.
I start brushing my hair and I'm listening, but
It's a big blue stick. It's got some leather wrappings on it, and sometimes chains shoot out of it.
okay.
Oh, I also have a question for you, Torby.
What is happening?
What?
I also have a question.
Yes.
What does the term? What was it? The dragon's
The
greed.
dragon's greed.
The dragon's
will be
greed
its
will be.
undoing.
Do you know what that means?
Will be its downfall.
Will be its downfall. Do you know what that means?
Probably that the dragon's greed will
Do
be
I?
its downfall. Thanks.
Oh my god.
What, you want me to give you some special? You don't know anything more than that I can tell you.
I mean, I was just wondering if I could like roll for it, or do I know anything?
For what?
I don't know,
They're
like-
just telling you shit.
Okay, then.
You don't have any.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
Let me
good. I don't
open
know
my
either.
big book
No,
of dragons.
I don't. I don't know anything about that. No,
Good,
sorry.
because I do not know either.
What about my stick?
The stick. Does the stick sound familiar?
No.
Okay. No. I'm sorry.
Now, I have another
Okay.
question.
So we have to find it. I feel like it's really important.
Why don't you
tell
draw a
Orangandir.
picture?
Yes!
Why not?
He's not gonna make it this far.
What makes you say that?
Um,
And where did you get all this from?
Who are you
All
talking?
of
Why do you
them.
keep saying Zafrap's not gonna make it?
no, Orangandir.
Oh, Orangandir.
I guess.
I think he's gonna die.
I do
Where
not
are
think-
you getting this from?
We had
All of them.
vision dreams.
Oh.
All of them.
Okay.
They didn't tell me, but they told me.
We both had vision dreams. The deer is my
Listen.
dream buddy.
Wait, maybe this is easier. So sometimes when I go to sleep, it's like I'm still awake.
We call those lucid dreams.
That's
And-
not easier.
Listen. I go to sleep,
You're not listening.
and I go to this field, and there's wheat everywhere, and sometimes people talk to me. All of them do. So, one time, one of them was talking to me, and they told me to go with old Jim and get the potion, and now I can.
Oh, it's like
back
that
into myself.
dream that you had.
Yes,
Yes.
vision dreams.
Yes. So a few nights ago, when I was asleep but not, I was in the field and there was a big statue of Orangandir,
I was there.
and I feel that it is an omen that something bad is gonna happen.
Well, we're gonna stop that then.
Okay.
Good.
Next part. So.
Let's get more heavy, guys.
Wait, and then there was another field. Wait, what else happened in the first one?
Okay, the first one there was like a burnt down village. with,
Oh,
like, two
yes.
dwarfs.
There was the dwarves were running, and their houses were on fire.
They weren't running. They were just huddled inside the ruined houses.
You're right.
You're welcome.
So the village was burnt down. It probably wasn't Orangandir's fault, but it
Probably.
may have been his fall. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
He was the cause,
So-
not the doer.
So, and then last night, like just now, I was asleep but not.
I was also
and
asleep.
I was back in the field.
I was also back in the field.
And there was a cave, and I think it was the dragon's keep.
Okay.
They went inside,
I also went inside.
and there was this dragon, and I've seen it before.
I have not seen it before.
There
Okay.
was this dragon. It breathed fire. You were there, and Zafrab was there, and Rowan was there, and it breathed fire at us, but it didn't hit me. You were on fire, but you weren't hurting. And
It
then
was crazy.
Zafrab took a stick, and he slammed it on the ground, and then the chains sprang from it, and it trapped the dragon. And also Rowan picked up like a sword or something. So, you need to become immune to fire immediately.
Moral of the story.
I will do my best.
Yes.
And we also need to find the stick.
We will find the stick.
I feel like that's important. Also,
And we will prevent Orangandir from dying.
yeah, but don't tell him.
We won't tell him.
Okay? And don't tell him it's my fault, okay?
Why would it be your fault?
I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna be.
I have a
It
thing
won't
to
be.
say.
What?
I've already told the Rungandir that he might die.
Oh my gosh! When?
Like 2 days ago.
Why?
Why should it die?
Wait, because now that he knows, it might change the course of things.
Really?
Well, maybe
Yes!
that's good. Maybe that's what we need to do.
Maybe it'll make it worse.
But
He didn't
maybe
need
it
to get
won't.
involved.
I don't know. Maybe if I knew someone was going to die, I should tell them that they're going to die.
Yes, but if he sees that we're gonna be able to defeat the dragon without him, then if something happened.
No, here's the thing. We don't know that he wasn't there. We only saw 2 people. Well, 3 technically. Well, 4 technically. No, 5. 5 people.
All the exits were blocked. He wasn't in there.
Yes, but we don't know he could be hiding.
He could be alive and somewhere else.
He could be hiding inside the massive piles of gold.
I also multi-classed into rogue.
And I'm just saying right now.
I'm a half giant, strength of 20, and I'm a rogue. It's the best thing the Big Show's ever done.
Look,
Oh my god.
what's done is done. We can't change it unless you have some weird dear time travel magic. Do you have weird dear time travel magic? You have to tell me. It is the rules.
I don't answer to you.
Yes,
Ooh.
but it's called common
Ooh.
courtesy.
Woo!
If I got weird human time travel magic, I'd be sure to tell you.
I have weird human time travel magic. I'm
What?
just kidding.
You are not a human.
I was a human.
Yeah, but not anymore. You're an abomination.
You're not here.
Oh my god.
I just like phone in. Hey guys.
No, you are a dear man.
I heard somebody talking shit about me.
High five.
Great. Let's Okay, so we have some
It's supposed to be from Ben.
stuff to take care of.
His name's Boris.
Yes.
I'm not there. Never mind.
No, you're not. You guys want to head to town now after Corey's ready?
Yes, I will wait. I will wait.
Poor
Pet.
Rungandeer and poor Ro. Ro's concerned that a Rungandeer's gonna die because of Ro. Because that's what happened before. And everyone else is just like, no, Rungandeer's not gonna die.
So we will swipe away since Tyler isn't here. We can't do anything with Kohrinna, but Ricky,
Yo!
Oh my god.
you're in his cell with Kohrinna still.
Yeah.
There's just
Do,
like
do, 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 do.
one-
Waiting for my trial. Do, 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 do. Gonna probably be killed. Do, 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 do. Gonna take the F with me if I die.
And yeah,
Oh my
Gillis and
If
another guard, a half orc,
Him.
come up,
Would it be murder or would it be mercy?
and it's like, all right, Ricky, you're gonna get
The community
make your
service.
case
Got it.
to the council. Hands
Okay.
out.
Yep.
And he puts handcuffs on you, puts
Cool.
manacles on you. All right, let's go.
All right.
And you are taken to the council at Rascal's house.
Sup?
And you are brought before the 3 of them in the den, the large council area. You see Rascal, a middle-aged man.
Is this the trial?
It's a hearing
The hearing for Ricky.
of sorts.
For just-
It's a village. There's not some
Are
super
we
official
there?
process. No, it's just
Stand
Ricky
up.
talking
It's a
before them.
private
Guilty.
trial.
Okay.
It's like a private.
This is
hearing.
not the sentencing. This is just they want to hear what he has to say.
Guilty!
Gabby!
Yeah, you see Rascal, the middle-aged human man.
Mhm.
You see Drenna, who is an aged orc woman, and you see Clum Degree, the older dwarven man.
Sup,
We-
Glum? Someone assassinated you yet? You know what I mean.
He does not respond. He
Ah.
just sort of glares at you.
Could we still assassinate that guy and get a bunch of money? Just saying.
Oh my god.
Try it.
It's not even like no.
I have no idea what you guys are doing.
Neither do
Ever.
I know, right?
It's alright. You just show up.
Try it.
I
Your
think I don't wanna know.
So what we gonna do? We gonna talk about how you gonna let me go. We gonna talk
We
about
are
how
going
you
to
gonna kill
ask
me.
you some questions.
No problem. I'm
Ricky.
best at answering questions. No, I'm not. You shut up.
Oh my god.
Watching this display, as you are held on the arms by 2 guards, they sit you down in a chair. And Drenna asks you, where's the questions?
What is your name?
What is your favorite color?
I'm sorry.
What is your favorite food?
I was waiting for that plane to pass.
My
It's your
favorite
questionnaire.
food is toilet.
No, the next
Like,
one
Ricky.
is what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
13.7 miles per hour.
You have committed crimes against this town.
Yes, I have, and I am dearly sorry.
Why did you agree to break into your neighbor's house?
I did not break into the neighbor's house. I was the distraction.
Why did you agree to do this?
Because I was going to get paid.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was really
Throwing
easy.
Kohrinna
They look at
under
each
the
other
bus.
and they're like,
I mean,
I mean, seriously, you're saying that if someone didn't, are you saying that you wouldn't do anything for money?
we would not commit crimes against our neighbors.
Bullshit!
Bullshit indeed.
Everybody has a price.
oh my god.
Ricky, you are the blacksmith of this town.
Yes,
Was
I
the money
am.
you made not enough?
I had like one commission in the past week.
It's rough. It's rough being a
What time is
blacksmith.
that?
And it was for a shield made by a snail.
Moving on.
Yeah, let's do it. I am pissed at my
Why
lack
did you
of
kill
work.
Wolfgang?
It was a warning shot.
You fired a warning shot that killed a man.
Yes.
You do know what a warning shot is.
Yes, I know the stupid kind and the actually effective kind.
And Rowan just be like, let's just put this guy out of his misery.
Yeah.
That's not a warning shot, Ricky. You killed
No. See, a stupid warning shot means you're shooting them and you're missing them, proving that you're a bad shot. A real warning shot is you're shooting them and you're hitting them.
You blew through holes through his chest.
That was not the intention. I thought he would be tougher.
Take the
You thought he would be tougher than
Yes.
a magical blast to his chest.
I have never killed anyone with that, believe it or not, until like a couple days ago. Granted, the last people I tried to kill it was literal evil, like literal Shantae was evil.
Y'all let this guy in your town. That's all I gotta say. I'm not even here, but
He was here
He,
when
like,
I got here.
At the door with
okay.
a cup.
I did nothing.
This is
I
the
mean,
most
we're not
interesting
here,
thing
but sorry, guys.
that's happened so
Sorry.
far.
Please continue.
everyone's like, wow.
Rascal says, you know, I think we've heard all we need to hear.
No. See, here's the thing. You also have to know I'm a very unstable man, and she targeted me.
Really?
She is trying to.
Actually, yes. Make your case for yourself.
Okay, cool. My case is that I am very mentally unstable due to the fact that I have a split personality and possibly a sociopath and maybe a closet cannibal.
That's his name on the.
A closet what?
Cannibal. I ran out of breath at the last syllable.
Okay, see, that's why I was like,
Yeah,
what?
bud.
Can you give us your version of the events that transpired?
Oh, this
Yeah,
should be good.
I have the correct version. So what happened was that the elf hired me in order to bring in Wolfgang. So what happened was that we waited outside, or she made me wait outside the property while I screamed at two dogs while she tried to break in through the back.
And then?
Wolfgang came up, and then we had a little scuffle. I said, screw it, teleported to the roof. Wolfgang climbed onto the roof. That's when I fired my warning shot.
And then what happened?
That's pretty accurate.
No, it was the chest!
We're not there.
You're not there?
He's
I know.
talking to Aaron.
He's like, I heard it!
That
We're
sounded
playing
like
his
you were
multiple
talking about
personality.
Fortnite.
You'll
That
never
sounded
amount to
like you were
anything.
talking about Fortnite.
Yeah, no, I don't like Fortnite. I don't play it. Anyways, continuing
And
on.
then what happened?
And then after he dropped, I'm like, oh man, things are happening now. I gotta get out of here. And I try to get out of here, and suddenly out of nowhere, two giant arrows came in and stuck me.
Was that because of you?
Yeah.
Didn't see who it was.
They weren't even arrows. They're like some kind of weird
Got 'em.
javelin thing.
They are about they're like small javelins. Yeah,
I think,
they're pretty big.
I don't know about you, but I think we got some weird Olympic
I mean, Ricky
javelin thrower in the class here. I think that's the real case. We're gonna find that guy. Don't care about me. Just let me go. Just find that
We
guy.
were like negotiating.
And
we tried
Ricky,
to
have
go
you
for the
tried to
jam.
escape recently with
Look
the
at all the
aid of your pets?
No,
With his alter ego, with the super.
I have not. Literally, you wanna know how easy it is for me to escape right now?
How easy?
I could literally teleport 90 feet away and turn invisible.
Why would you tell them?
Can you now?
Yep.
That's why you need a lawyer.
And you can cast those spells. I know, it's like
Objection, Your
I
Honor.
have a joke about that, but we'll get to that when Tyler's here.
Objection! Where is this man's lawyer?
And you can do that even when your hands are handcuffed?
No, I can only do it when my hands are not handcuffed.
Good.
Yeah.
I just love food.
Please kill him.
I also, here's another thing. Here's another
Is
thing.
this the end?
I can only do it when nobody's watching. Also, I can only do it when I don't have to go to the bathroom, because I need to focus, and when I need to go to the bathroom, I am unfocused.
Oh god, I haven't even thought about that.
Give this man a pitcher of water.
Oh, also,
Not the bathroom thing, just like they've been in a cell for a whole while together. I don't know.
Oh god, gross.
I know, we usually skip over that stuff. I'm glad I put that in your heads.
also, I am hungry, which means
I'm
my
immersed.
teleporting, I have like this weird thing where sometimes when I teleport, I'll teleport into like a hanger state.
Jordan, get Tyler so we can continue this shit. Okay.
The DM snapping.
At one?
So I have a question. If my attempts to prove that I am insane and therefore am in not any control of my actions working?
What's that? Okay, that's nice. So, your defense for yourself, Ricky,
Yo!
to reiterate, is that you are not responsible for your actions because you're crazy,
Yes!
and it's all her fault.
Yes!
Objection.
Because let's be honest, she didn't gotta hire me.
Then again, he is the one that killed Wolfgang.
They-
I know I'm not
he
here,
turns
but...
to Rascal turns to Clum, the dwarf, and he goes, "You know, I thought if we got them out of that cell with each other, they might be able to actually give a convincing story.
Bless you.
But this seems like the same as you said when they were arguing." He shrugs. The dwarf shrugs. All right, Ricky, that's all we need to hear from you.
Yeah, no problem.
No problem.
All right, take him back to his cell. Keep
Yeah.
those handcuffs on him.
Yeah, no problem. I love these handcuffs. No, you don't. Yes, I do. Did that work? Did that help prove my case that I am crazy?
Take him. They're already taking you away.
Okay.
You're saying that as you're being taken out the door.
Ice cream!
Okay.
Yes.
Rowan slowly takes a cup away from
Yeah,
the
run to Grandma.
scrambles
Go.
away.
You can do it, buddy.
You guys are at the bar.
Okay.
Again, we'll say you all reconvene. And as you guys have reconvened, Gillis comes up to you.
Yeah.
Gillis is the
Gillis
captain
is
of the town guard.
Can I hang? See the Anathars.
Yeah. And he says, so, as you all know, and this is order business, I can't get any of the weapons or anything Kohrinna had. I can't hand any of those over. That's out of my jurisdiction at this point. And it would be frowned upon greatly. But there are some things I can make disappear to help the order out. I was able to keep one set of the thieves' tools from being destroyed. I knew you guys might have to deal with traps and stuff in Hakam. So I was able to secure one of those. I put that in your guys' wagon.
Thank you.
And then, the other thing, it convinced me. That's also in your wagon.
The bag.
The bag. He's very oddly persuasive.
He is.
I hate that.
You didn't
Can I
put
carry it
anything in
around for
him,
Kohrinna?
I hope.
No, I've tried to touch that thing as little as possible, but it's got a silver tongue.
Yeah, really?
So I didn't feel it since it's able to
Hey, buddy.
talk and stuff. I didn't feel right
Can I have your bag?
keeping it in a box.
Can I have the talking bag?
Oh yeah, you died.
So I figure one of you might be able to use that
We
properly.
just took all
maybe.
your shit and looted it.
I'll take it.
It was a freak.
Okay, you guys haven't missed much.
Cart
Just some
accident.
talking, another vision.
I missed him.
Uh,
I missed him.
Do you want a piece
you
of
missed it?
chocolate?
No, it's still on the street. Go ask Grandma.
Go ahead.
Jordan, Romeo's sitting there most of the time, but yeah, find places to sit. We'll say, yeah, Zafrad's shop opens around this time if you guys feel like talking to him.
Jafrab!
Zafrab!
Oh,
Zafrab!
Zafrab!
You have to talk to him about
Saffron!
Two wild paladins come bursting into your shop.
I am following
Peepers is like,
them.
and gets scared by the uproar.
Saffron, I have to ask you something.
I have to tell you something.
What's
I am following
How
them.
much does this cost? And I hold up the bottle of everlasting smoke.
You need.
Why do you still have that? You were told to hand those over.
And I did not.
Would that be an intelligence roll?
God damn, let me check the thing. You don't have to roll for appraisal.
Zap. You
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 probably
put it on
they probably
What?
want you to get fire
Can you
immunity.
catch on fire.
They probably want you to get fire immunity.
How would I get a fire immunity?
I don't know.
but you have to.
But they told me
Let's
the same
see.
thing. They had a dream where both of us were. What?
You really need. There's a stick that you really need. Okay. It's blue. It's a blue stick. It has leather wrappings on it, and sometimes chains pop out of it. And if you need it.
It's gonna help us destroy a dragon.
Wait,
It
was
is.
it a wand or was it a staff?
It's a
Or
staff.
was
Staff.
it?
It's a big
Oh.
stick. Big stick. It's blue. Leather wrappings. Chains. You need it.
Alright.
Do you understand? You don't have it.
I have it in front of me, thank you.
Also, what is this bottle and can I smoke from it?
Oh my god.
Also, you need
Looking
to
at the
become
bottle-
a fire as quickly as possible.
You have an idea of what it can do because you've seen Ricky use it or whatever, or heard it's an ever-smoking bottle. You think it's probably worth about 350 gold. You also know you were at the town council meeting. Galsberg was told to hand over Ricky's shit.
Well, he handed over the boots.
You're gonna buy
He
some?
handed over the boots.
No,
Okay.
oh wait, no, I have my.
Yes. Go to
Yes, thank you.
He handed the boots, not the bottle.
Okay, he handed the boots.
He's keeping the bottle.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you know what the stick is?
Once I find the die that I want to use.
You're not rolling Arcana. You don't know what the
Okay.
staff is.
Ah!
You know it's a staff. You don't know what it could possibly be.
And you're
And don't tell
it's
around
probably
here.
magical.
Alright.
It's probably.
Yeah.
Because apparently,
No,
oh my God.
He's the one
I
person
like
that
you,
doesn't
you
question it.
You just do what you're told.
It just
to.
has like chains attached. Like
Oh,
It's just a tree
Another
branch.
thing. Keep an eye
If
on
someone
Kuroga. I
painted
think
it
he might
blue
die
and sells
soon.
it on the road.
Don't. He didn't
Okay.
need to know that.
Well,
I'm trying to minimize the body count.
What are you guys talking about?
you just barged into my shop.
It's really loud. Okay?
Kuroga, you might die soon.
No, I know. I'm ordering kind of
It's fine. We all might die soon.
No, I actually
Yeah.
no, I told you this like I told you the vision a couple days ago. Remember?
There it is.
I don't put much
Okay.
into visions and dreams.
Okay, good.
If it's from the druids or something.
No, I
like that, then
had a
I'll
dream from the god of
It's
literal
from
wheat.
All of the gods, all of them,
Mine is
told me.
yeah.
I didn't want to tell you this.
You don't have to tell me.
Okay, I'm not going to.
Yes.
I already told him everything.
Stop. What did he tell you?
He just told me. He yelled in my face that I'm gonna die.
No, a couple days ago, I told you about the statue in the village and everything about the first dream we had.
Yes.
Yeah.
It seemed ominous.
Yes. I know it was.
If it's
It was a very nice statue. I'm actually kind of ashamed that I told you. Kind of want that statue now.
Arangandir,
Okay.
if,
You are
if it's
terrible.
an
I
omen,
know,
What
right?
you remember was that the statue was far larger than Arangandir is.
Yeah,
It was gigantic.
It was huge.
Very huge.
So was it like almost like a
It's a tribute.
tribute?
He's
Yeah.
gonna like save a bunch of people and then.
And from what Arangandir knows, it was very similar to the one in the cave.
Yeah, it seemed like a statue I've seen before.
You
Wait,
have not told me
excuse me?
that.
There's a statue. When I went to go,
Of you.
yeah, no, not of me, of someone else.
And what did that person do?
It was a tribute to the previous owners of these. My gauntlets.
And
Oh.
they're dead.
Probably. I assume they are.
Got it. You have to give me those gauntlets. They are cursed. I will dispose of them as necessary.
No. Right.
No. Gosberg.
Oh.
It is your choice. I respect that.
Okay.
High five.
No. I don't trust it.
You don't trust the high five?
Don't listen to the deer. High five.
Right, can you go over what this?
If you want to.
Yeah, it's a very
You are my
large
friend, and I
sack.
respect
It's
that.
blue in color.
Okay.
It has leather wrappings.
Yeah!
Planted on the ground.
Sorry, I had my morning coffee. I'm very excitable.
I
Very
can see
large
it.
chains. They were able to imprison a dragon. So you need to be able to do that.
Bro, the story. Get good, son.
It doesn't sound like a spell you've heard of, so it might be symbolic.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, Ro doesn't get symbols.
well, it'll be alright, guys. I'm not dead yet.
I know. Don't
I'm
worry.
not dead yet.
Stop telling people I'm dead!
Don't worry. I will make sure you will not die, even if it costs me my life.
Wait, a
Same
Runganir's
here.
dying? No, Rowan just walks in.
Very,
What?
very slowly.
Wait, have I met Zach? Yeah, you were there. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm dying slowly
helped
every
you
time I have to be
Some
around him too.
preparations.
I will live forever
I mean,
in the hearts of the people and in the minds of great warriors.
anyway, so.
Well,
See, people need to be more optimistic. You need to be more optimistic. Yes. You are very down and dour. I do not like to be around you.
Down
But I...
What?
Down and dour.
Oh, I thought you said down and doer. I was like, I'm a boy, but okay.
Okay. What does dour mean?
Doe.
Like a
Doe.
female.
Oh.
A
Okay.
deer.
Okay.
Okay, Tyler's here now.
No, it's
We got
fine.
everyone?
yes.
Alright, so you guys are all arguing in
Taking
Zaprab's
seats,
shop.
breaking
Yep.
them, breaking the
I
walls
just
down.
want to know who's dying.
I know, right?
So are any of you gonna buy anything?
Kohrinna.
Yeah.
Zaprab's like, is anyone gonna buy anything or is he just
I
here
will
to
buy
yell?
something.
I'll buy a potion of fire resistance. I'm kidding, Zaprab. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Do
buddy.
you have any
Okay.
lanyards?
God
Can
damn,
you
guys,
make
I was
that?
joking. God fucking.
Can you give me some fire resistance?
Kohrinna, you are in your cell. You've been
Mhm.
alone for a while because they took Ricky away for his hearing.
Oh, yeah,
The most-
and that was something.
That was the most peaceful 30 minutes of your life, of your entire week.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't quite 30 minutes, but yeah. But he comes back. He's still. They put him in his cell, still in manacles. And
Hey,
they're like,
Kohrinna, how
"Alright,
you doing?
Kohrinna, your turn. And Gillis holds out the manacles for
By
you.
the way, is anyone watching
Hey.
Ricky while he's in the cell?
Probably.
You're still handcuffed, so they're not worried about you.
Okay, cool. So no one's watching me.
Sure.
Cool.
They take you away to the council, which is at Rascal's house. And they sit you in a chair, and you see in the room with you as you enter this home, Clum Degree, the dwarf, Drenna, the aged orc woman, and Rascal, this middle-aged human man. Kohrinna Nightshade, we have some questions for you.
Yes.
And you will be given a chance to defend yourself and speak about your actions and recount the events as you see them. Can you tell us what happened that day?
I had contacted Ricky to see if he could help me, because no one creates a distraction quite like he does. I had simply wanted to investigate Wolfgang, to try to see if it was something worth my time. But before I could ascertain anything that happened, dogs started attacking. I heard a clap of thunder, and I went outside, and I saw Wolfgang dead on the roof, and Ricky standing there. Dogs started chasing me. I ran away from them, but once they stopped chasing me, I went back to turn myself in.
And all right. You broke into Wolfgang's house,
Yes.
and you did this exactly why?
To see if I could find some form of evidence tracing him back to a crime in Stolheim. If he had any sort of motive to kill the person. And just do some investigating.
Alright. So we have some other questions about your other criminal activities in this town. You broke into Ricky's house sometime back.
Yes, I did.
Why did you do so?
To gain access to his smithy, because he wasn't in town. And it was the only smith in town.
You broke into his smithy because it wasn't open.
To make something. I didn't take anything.
So if a general goods store was closed on holiday, you'd
No,
break in there?
I needed to make something.
Hmm.
I needed to smith a shield. I was helping Zafrab make a shield. And it's the only smithy around. And I was tasked with helping my friend make something.
So you broke in?
Yes. I'm not going to defend the fact that I broke in, but I'm not going to be accused for stealing something that I didn't steal.
We aren't accusing you of stealing, you're being accused of breaking and entering.
Yes, which is what I did, and I thought I already was arrested for that.
Just checking.
Always.
Afterwards,
Yes,
You
I
were
know,
put
I
in
threw
jail.
a knife at someone's
you
head.
threw a knife at someone, yes. Can you explain why you did that?
Because I know how to throw a knife, and if it hit him, it would have knocked him unconscious, not killed him. I know what I'm doing.
Gillis, you are trained with all manner of weapons. Can throwing a sharp object at someone of any kind knock them out?
Damn.
I know, right?
And Gillis looks at the floor and says, I don't believe so, no.
You can...
You can't knock people out with ranged weapons, Tyler.
Damn it.
Gillis, do you think if we asked every other capable, fully trained... We have many people in this town who are military trained, or have been trained by knights or some matter of thing. Do you think if we asked them, they would give us the same answer? Stop that. You're not here, Romeo.
Actually, let's do some Mythbusters. And just try it out.
Try something.
Yes.
Here we have 30
Um,
lifelike mannequins. Let's throw a knife at each of them and see which one we kill and which ones we do not kill.
I think that's fair. Like Kohrinna.
They'll extend the trials.
And once more, because we were told this by Clum, but we want your confirmation on this. You were at one point a professional assassin. Yes.
Yes, about 50 years ago.
They give each other meaningful looks. Okay. And you received a contract to kill one Clum Decree.
I received it. I didn't have any intention of actually fulfilling it. Like I told Clum, I was going to investigate it first. It's quite unusual that someone out on the frontier has a 3,500 gold bounty on their head. So I was going to talk to him, and he knows that's the truth.
You would pay that stress too.
Alright. That is all. Do you have anything to say to defend yourself?
Nope.
Okay.
Very well. Take her away. And Gillis and the other guard take you back to your cell with Ricky.
Oh, hi there, Kohrinna. How you doing? Did you spill the beans?
What?
Did you spill the beans? Did you admit to breaking into my shop?
Yes?
Okay, good.
I was arrested for that.
Yeah, I did not know that though. I just wanted confirmation.
You know I did it. You... Oh, good lord.
You called me.
Yeah, you were the one who called the guards.
Yeah, wait, really?
Yes, really.
Okay, cool. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. There's a lot of emotions going. I'm kind of trying to think of a contingency plan right now. You know, in case I was about to get murdered, but you don't.
Oh, trust me, if they kill you, they're gonna kill me.
Oh, good. Because that means I know you will die, and I will not if this contingency plan goes through.
Is Gillis in the room?
He's nearby, you're sure. So the thing, okay, because you guys have been asking me if you can see things a lot from your cell. To
Yeah.
give you an idea of where your cell is in the building, your cell is in a room. Here's the bars.
Mm-hmm.
There's a wall directly a few feet in front of that.
Got it. Okay.
There's a wall to your left if you look directly outside your cell, and then there's the hall to the rest of the place. You cannot see shit from your cell. You see a wall, and then there's a window like 7 feet up that allows you to see, that allows some light in.
Okay.
You can't see shit. People can hear you from an adjoining room, but you can't even see that room.
Got it. I have a contingency plan. See, this is my plan. If they're about to behead me, I will begin blinking.
Doesn't mean the spell. He just means he's gonna like blink
Well,
his eyes furiously.
Yeah. Can you? Are you gonna?
No, I'm not going to
You're
like.
not
Not the
gonna
spell. Not the spell.
Spell? Okay. I wasn't asking as Dungeon Master trying to stop you. I'm asking like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's like just to confirm. So does anyone want to do anything, or do we want to skip right to it?
Let's do
I would
it.
love to hear what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're
I
probably
would like to call Apollo.
Yeah, I want to know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm also very upset that
And
neither of them have
I want
lawyers.
to.
Just want to point that out.
Yeah, I had a line thing. If someone said something especially dumb, one of the lines I have written down is like someone going like, "I see why lawyers exist in the big cities now."
I want to tell him to be on standby in case. I want him to be on standby with a distraction in case things hit the.
Okay. Well,
crap
first
rate.
off, we can play this out. So you are in your cell and you're trying to focus, and then you sense Apollo nearby, within range.
Okay.
Because he was at the bar, so why not? And you command him to come to you.
Okay. And I'm going to mentally tell him.
You can tell
Don't bother.
he's right outside your cell.
Okay. I'm going to mentally tell.
Outside.
Okay. I'm going to mentally tell him, in case things hit the fan, I want you to set the shop on fire.
What
Well,
shop?
Blake hates us.
The smithy.
You want him to set the smithy on fire?
Yes. On my signal, set the smithy on fire.
When I blink.
He's like, okay, plan beta, got it.
No, this is Plan Gamma. Plan
This is
Beta
Plan
is the Thunderstep.
Okay.
You don't want to
Him
know.
die.
Do you want him? He asks if you want him to save anything from the shop.
Yeah, save the shrine.
What about the flying snake?
Or save the statuette of Ball.
The snake will get out, probably.
Anything else?
Oh, also our vacation pictures.
Okay, those. Yeah, you can sense. You can't see him from the other side of the wall, but you can sense he's making a tiny list on a leaf.
Oh, and we don't need the helmet because we're probably gonna have to think of new identities.
You don't have the helmet.
Okay. Also some paper so we can write up new identities. Yeah. Also.
So is he just sitting in the cell like
and
this?
Yeah, he's being quiet for once. It's really weird.
And my evil tome thing.
Gillis! Gillis, he's quiet, I'm scared!
Alright.
Now here's the question: would Ricky have had the tome on him
Huh?
at
No.
the time of arrest?
No.
All right, because it is a book, which is a weird thing to carry about. So I'll give you a freebie on that.
book about.
I mean, you do, but yeah,
Yeah, but
I
you
drew
read
your
it.
character with like a
Yeah,
book holster.
Still boring.
In the book. In the
All right,
evil
you
grim
sense
one thing.
Apollo go off,
Okay.
and we get a small little scene of Apollo going through the house, and like goes to a shelf and pulls out vacation photos. It's like, and pulling all these things out, and he finds the shrine of Baal. And he's trying to pull it, and he's not strong enough. And the snake slithers up, the flying snake. And so they're like, he has an idea. And so like they're like pulling it together with ropes, tiny strings and stuff. And they manage to pull it into the backyard, and they're just hiding everything in a bush. They've like managed to pull a bag out, and they're shoving things into a bag. So Apollo's like looking around, like.
Oh, by the way, when I say fire, I mean like not like a slow fire, I mean like a fireball.
So you want to blow up your house?
Yeah, he gets the book and like how is Apollo supposed to set off a fireball?
Well, it's a smithy.
It's a smithy. Okay.
So I assume there's already stuff to make a fire.
It's been cold for a while.
Yeah, but I assume there was also.
There is the stuff there.
Yeah. So I assume there will be a way for him to make a fire.
Okay. Apollo will begin thinking on that and try and figure out how he's going to accomplish this.
Jonathan, it's a good thing I have this.
I want to see that real quick. Alright. Oh, actually part of the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Checking on that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Success.
Looks
Fair
like
character.
Kohrinna
It's a spare character
Can I see
sheet.
that?
No, it's my character.
Oh.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Forge cleric.
without any other interruptions, bar any further interruptions,
Yeah.
the day passes. I hope to God I didn't miss something. No, okay, we're good.
12 hours of Ricky playing the fictional harmonica.
God, he doesn't seem to get tired of that. The town council, the sentencing
I'll do
of Kohrinna Nightshade and Ricky
Ricky's
goes
no
on.
last name given.
Yeah, I know his last name. I'm gonna surprise you all. You two are brought before the town council, and the rest of you can be present. There's an
Okay.
audience
Yes.
that everyone wants to hear.
Yes.
You're all sitting. Romeo, you're there.
Plotting.
Chuggy's there because he wants to see what's going on.
We ever think of our own backup plan? No. Alright.
We'll see what happens.
We're just letting it happen? Alright.
Yeah, no one said anything.
This is backup plan.
I live in this town. There's only so much I can do.
Drenna, what, buddy?
I mean,
You're here
I'm
now.
from the big wild
Chuggy's in the audience watching. Thank you, Drenna, the orc woman, speaks up. Thank you, everyone, for coming. We are here for the sentencing of Kohrinna Nightshade and Ricky Balboa.
Oh my god.
I remember hearing that last time before.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Bahalboa.
Oh boy. Why?
Okay. Well.
Kohrinna Nightshade, you are charged with destruction of property, attempted murder, 2 counts of breaking and entering,
Also using my equipment without my permission!
whatever that would be considered.
I think that's just breaking and entering.
I can accept that.
Ricky Balboa,
Yeah!
you are charged with murder,
And?
accessory to breaking and entering,
And?
Contempt of court.
Did I have another thing? Was there another thing?
I think that's literally
throwing
Vigilantism.
under the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Public nuisance.
Public nuisance.
His name
Drunken
Disrupting the
disorderly.
peace.
Hey!
Disrupting the peace.
There!
Cruelty towards animals.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
What cruelty towards animals?
He killed dogs.
That's not cruelty towards animals, that's self-defense. Also,
And
he
dog
has,
murder.
is that actually a thing?
Basically, his head's hanging.
They were
It is now.
Please.
You know, like,
I mean, isn't that just
They were
destruction of
protecting
property?
the home.
and there's a guy
Yeah,
with like
Dogs are people too.
one
no.
leg on
No.
leg.
Fair enough. Fair
Um,
enough.
I'm not gonna lie, I read
I
about the
was
council
saying like
notices.
ones are gonna be more.
You shall both
And
receive
then it showed the ugliest.
several
shenanigans in
punishments.
the world.
Okay.
Of these you will share.
Dundee, and I was like,
We are a community of survivors. At times we have done so by fighting orcs, and we have many of us had to kill. But we will not become killers like you two. And so you will not be sentenced to death.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Okay.
But you will receive these following punishments. You will be exiled from Nutwood.
Okay, that's cool.
Never should you return.
That is good.
You shall be branded as criminals
Done.
on your hands.
Okay. Stop him, Megan! Stop him,
Thirdly.
Megan!
You are sentenced to 2 weeks of community service, attempting to kill the rats in the church, but also the rest of the town. Gosberg, you remember this was your idea?
Yeah.
And someone, after the rat problems, that was agreed to. These punishments you share. However, your sentencing after those 2 weeks differ here. Kohrinna Nightshade, you had many members of the community and surrounding ones asked to be placed in their charge. Only one of them have we decided to give this responsibility. You shall be placed in this person's charge. If you are found to be breaking another crime or break your exile, they will be punishable for your crimes. And you are to be their prisoner for no less than 25 years. Why a founding member of this town would intercede on your behalf, I don't know. But you have been given clemency for this reason. And at that moment, Tarilo walks in. This dark-skinned elf with a very disappointed look on his face. And you see on his hip a long sword with a moonstone in the hilt. In the pommel. And you can see from the scabbard that it is in, one single glowing rune on the blade.
What's different about these two Borises?
Tarilo, formerly of this council and founder of this town, is to be your warden, and you his ward. Ricky Balboa.
Yo!
Oh, you, may I say, young man, you were very close to a death sentence. But on the intercession of your cousin's pleas for mercy and finding another way, and from a visiting noble of Emberhold, arrangements have been made. And you see, she makes a nod to Schmiveldorf, who you all know is a noble of Emberhold. Arrangements have been made for your transportation to Emberhold, which you know is a dwarven city west of here.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay, cool. Okay,
You shall be a prisoner working in the mines there for no less than 75 years.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. No, I'm okay with that. That is better than murder. Okay, Apollo, stop playing Omega. Stop playing Omega.
You hear Apollo is like hiding in a bush outside the building and among some rocks.
Also,
and he rushes off to the house.
Stop playing Gamma. But people playing me.
Everyone is looking at you because you're just doing this out loud. They're like, and Gillis is like, you're talking to the fucking axolotl, aren't you?
No, I'm talking to myself.
You said Apollo.
Yeah, that's the name for my bed.
Okay. Okay.
I have a request.
You do hear Ethel speak up like, this is bullshit! It's like, order in the cart!
Shut the fuck up, Ethel! I have a request, though!
You don't get to... You're just on trial!
You don't get
Drenna says, like, I'm curious to hear, but continue.
I have one last job to do. May I finish it?
What would this job be?
I have to make a shield out of a snail shell.
No.
Please? Please? If you do, I will cut off my hand, so therefore I will never be able to smith again.
What the hell? No. Get this man.
What the hell?
Please? Pretty please?
You poor insane person.
No.
You sure?
Get out.
Okay.
Dismissed.
Plan Gamma.
Wait.
Are you exact? Okay, no. Okay.
I was like, what's
I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Alright. And that is your sentencing.
Cool.
You are taken later that night to a spot basically in a backyard somewhere or I think out backyard of the militia post, and there is a roaring fire, and you can see a metal stick, metal rod, with a brand on it.
I have a question. Will this hurt?
Yes!
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I just want to prepare myself. Wait, how much will it hurt?
A lot.
Have you ever been branded?
No, I haven't. And Gillis takes your hand and they tie you on place.
Oh God! Oh God! It's coming back in. You know what? This is not as bad as getting a shot.
1d6.
Actually, that wasn't so bad. Let's do it again.
Kohrinna, they tie your hand to the post. And you are now both branded with this mark.
Neat.
The mark of the criminal.
Hey!
Which is recognizable throughout much
I swear
of the
to God, if
continent.
you say we're matching, I'm gonna hang you from a tree.
We're similar.
Treading a line, bearded man. Treading a line.
Yeah, but who gets to work in a man? I do!
He'll do it when he gets there, eventually. I mean, he'll find, one day he's gonna be like, Ricky died. There was some pickaxes in his back.
Thank The rest of you, you see, after the court hearing, the sentencing is done, you see Torilo talking to Gillis, and Gillis hands him the moon blade that Kohrinna had. You can see, and some of the other, one of the town councils will say Rascal is there, and they seem to be okay with this. And they begin following him out, and he passes right by you. If anyone would like to say something.
Torilo,
Mm?
what are you two gonna do?
I know what my mission is. I have to protect against giants coming into the woods. So I'm going to be heading up to the, what do they call it? Sparring Peaks Mountains.
What if you came
North.
with us instead?
Someone has to watch things here while y'all are off. But first I have something to attend to.
Can we...
Walk and talk.
Just let us borrow your ward, please.
No.
And he's still walking.
Can we at least say goodbye, or maybe we can convince you over dinner, a meal?
He's still walking. You guys have walked out of the town gate by this point.
Yeah.
And Torilo comes to a boulder outside of town. And he climbs up on top of it. It's a very large thing. No giant could pick it up. He takes the moon blade. May no one pull this sword lest they be truly worthy. And he shoves it down to the hilt into the boulder. And there's a crack of light as he does so. And he said that in Elvish, by the way, but you all understand that.
Yeah.
What,
I don't have Elvish.
Most of you.
I do.
what did you say?
You said, "May no one, where only those worthy may pull this blade," I believe.
Oh, I don't know that.
No Sylvan or family.
And now there's a sword in the stone outside Nutwood.
But I don't want anybody to see me do it. I'm gonna try and pull it out.
Alright, he begins walking back to town. Ro climbs up on the boulder.
Ro, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Oh, wait, guys, shh, I want to see what happens.
I don't know if it's gonna work. It probably won't, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and pull it
Okay,
out.
you begin trying to pull the sword out. It doesn't budge even a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Is it an elf thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
an elven weapon that only elves and half-elves can attune to.
Wow.
But it might be anyone can pull it if they're worthy sort of thing.
I don't really know what
Yeah.
I am anymore, so it was worth a shot.
You're a deer
Just
man.
bleed at it.
What, buddy? Okay.
Your blood wine.
What's gonna happen to Kohrinna now?
I was going to take her with me. I need someone to watch my back out there. And she is my prisoner.
True. I'm not asking you to go against the council, but could we come to any sort of conclusion?
She's become a
arrangement?
good friend.
What do you want from me?
Like Orangandir said, we don't want you to go against the council.
Good trade. We give you Ricky.
I don't think nobody can. That's
He
not
looks at you,
fair.
he's like,
Ain't nobody
why would I want...
Hold a joke. Try to lighten the mood.
But maybe if you came with us,
What?
Don't joke about such things.
maybe if you came with us, we could spend some more time with her before we do eventually have to part.
I can accompany you as far as Stalheim. If you haven't changed my mind by then, she comes with me.
Deal.
Alright.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna knock him out.
No, we are
Need a little
convincing
bit,
him.
little bit of siege breaker action.
We are convincing him.
We're
We
gonna
are
throw a
not
knife in
going
his head
against
and
the
knock him out.
council.
Alright.
I'll shoot a crossbow at his head. And knock him
Let's
out.
break into his house and steal evidence that he is a criminal.
You mean plant?
Oh my god, you guys, come on.
Alright, so
So Kohrinna, Tarilo comes and gathers you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been staying with the Fearbolg, so he basically begins heading in that direction with you. And he doesn't say anything. Just takes you with him. Ricky,
Yo.
you're still in jail,
Yep.
but your community service begins tomorrow.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, where's my bow?
You ask him that?
If I wasn't given it, yeah.
You weren't given any of your stuff back. He says, I don't know where your bow is. Someone in the town has it. I'm sure I can convince them to keep it safe. But right now you're a prisoner. You don't get your property. He keeps walking. So, next day, unless anyone has something,
next day.
Let's go.
it's
Nice.
shoving off time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
did not end in death. All y'all motherfuckers were expecting me to kill both of them.
16. We're good to go.
Ricky was much closer to it than you guys.
I can't
Ricky,
believe
but no.
Ricky didn't die.
I know,
I
right?
wanted him dead.
Yeah, no,
No
that
offense.
was.
No, you know what? I kind of also wanted to see if Ricky would die.
That came down to a few small things, but you know what? 75 years of prison, mate. Do something unless you figure out a way out of that.
Yep.
He's
He
probably
fight.
gonna die in
I don't know. Is there a senator and can I blow him?
I just hear.
Yeah, you heard right. But yeah, I texted Reader and I'm like, hey, Ricky's cousin is gonna come bother you. You down with this idea? Yeah. Came down to Reader.
Wow.
If Reader,
Wow,
if
Reader
Schmiveldorf did not say yes as a noble
Reader,
Emberhold,
how
Ricky
could
would
you?
get the death
Reader's a
penalty.
good, too pure Too good, too pure.
You
I
only-
just hope
His
he
character
hears
like
me.
lawful good or whatever.
Schmildorf is a very good boy.
So of course he couldn't say no.
So you guys are all getting ready.
Yeah.
You're ready to head out. You're all supplied up. You're all stocked up.
Yeah.
You've dealt
By the
with
way,
every.
what is Ricky being shipped off?
Ricky is no. He has 2 weeks of community service.
Got it.
Kohrinna will do hers later.
Got it.
Since Torilo is taking her with you guys.
I'm gonna ask Torilo something before we head out.
Okay, but you're all setting up in the wagon, and as you're getting some of your stuff ready, Zafrab, you hear a familiar voice, because you were not told about this, and this is the most pleasant. All of you hear this. Anyone who's around and not making noise or having a conversation, it's like, hey, what's up, pal? What's going on?
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, is it the bag?
You move a wine casket aside slightly, and you see the bag of devouring.
What happens if we drop it into the wine?
Hey man, how you doing?
What's up, guys?
What's up, man? How you doing? Pump
One
it!
more trip, right?
Can we
Yeah!
like?
I can't pump it. I don't have arms.
I'll do it for you!
Alright,
Yeah!
yeah.
Can we just pick it up? I'm just wondering, you guys. What if we just pick it up, throw it as far as we can?
No! No! He's mine now! He's my friend!
It's
Wait, but
Kohrinna's
I
back.
want it.
It's Kohrinna's back.
It's Kohrinna's back.
Yes,
I
and
know
I will
it's Kohrinna's
safeguard.
back,
You're right,
I still
Zafra.
hate it.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
I
yes.
just want to hold it. And talk to it and have a conversation.
I think Zafrab's the most responsible person to hold on to this bag
Yeah,
for the time being.
Why doesn't
Yeah.
it
The
stay
only
in the
person
box?
we trust not to fuck with shit.
I know, right?
Rowan
It's like
would
this is
totally
someone-
just feed that thing stuff all the time.
Hey, what's up? So where we going, guys?
We're going to Stolheim! It's gonna be fun! You wanna come with us?
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Please leave it here.
No, he's fun! I like him! He's coming with us!
We gotta become best friends.
You
Take
know,
my bag
we're
with me.
already best friends!
Nah, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
What are you made out of anyway?
Mostly like, I'm mostly a canvas bag, I think.
With
But there's some leather and some other stuff. There's some metal. There's some steel,
He was gonna say
Little
deerskin.
buckles.
doohickeys and whatnot that hold the straps on.
Steel buckles.
Yeah, the buckles, steel buckles.
I really don't like this.
There's some
love-
dye.
Okay.
Let's have a drink to celebrate!
I don't know. What are you made of?
Flesh, blood,
I really don't know.
flesh, blood, and metal.
That's kind of sad.
I can't talk about this with you right now.
Yes.
I don't even know you.
All right,
Sorry, I just
Torvi, you get on your horse.
Yeah. Well, first I want to talk to Torilo real quick.
Okay, yeah, you can do so.
Before we
Before you
set
head off.
up. Before
Okay.
we
What do you say? You approach
Say-
Torilo.
Yeah, I guess.
yeah, I say, if Kohrinna is going to help you and get your back and stuff, would she be allowed to keep a
I met
weapon?
you as a deer, so I'm gonna
If
guess
I allow it, yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to give you something to give to her when you think it's right.
Okay.
And I give him my bow.
Oops.
Give me your bow. Okay. Torvi, you need this.
Yeah.
Alright, just hold on to it for the trip for now at least.
Okay.
Don't know what we're gonna run into on the road.
The second she needs it.
I know.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Flump.
Ooh.
Just a random flump.
Goblins and wolves.
Alright, and you guys, Gosberg and Torvi, mount up.
Yep.
Gosberg on Cornelius, Torvi on
Cornelius.
Torvi on her horse, which we haven't named or described at all. You want to describe your horse?
I think it's probably the Valkyries or Not Valkyries. I'm sorry. I
What?
got confused. The
Describe it later. Think it up in your head.
No.
Okay.
The ones that I saw that were my ancestors.
That was a Pegasus.
Yeah, I know, but what did it look like? Was it white? Was it black?
It was white. It's a
It
fucking
was
Pegasus.
white. So I wanted to get a white horse then. Can I get a white horse?
You can get a mostly white horse.
I can get a mostly white horse. Then it's mostly white,
Mm-hmm.
and I braid its hair.
Okay.
White.
Mostly. It has some black spots.
That's fine.
Like black on the mouth. It looks very nice.
Yeah.
And it's got braided hair.
With it.
Yeah.
That color.
Yeah. So Torvi mounts up on that. The rest of you get in the wagon, which is pulled by 2 bison.
And it's called war paint.
His name is Warpaint. Cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Asgarix is ready to go on the side of you guys, following alongside Torvi's horse.
Do you want me to describe my bison? This one, the big shaggy one, is Ted.
10?
Ted.
Ted. Oh.
And the slightly bigger and fatter looking one is named No Good. So Ted and No Good are the 2 bison that are taking
Okay,
this.
Ted and No Good. And Arungandir is at the reins of Ted and No Good. He's at the front of the wagon.
Everything.
Zafrab is sitting next to him, chilling out. Peepers is hanging out in the back, floating in the back of the wagon.
Giant eyeball. Yeah, it's fucking. This is weird.
Ro, do you want to be in deer form walking alongside
I'll
the
walk
wagon
it.
stuff, or do you want to be in the wagon?
Yeah, I don't want to deal with you people.
Yeah,
Wow.
Ro in deer
Aw.
form going alongside the wagon like
You know I care
Asgarix.
about you, but actually, I think I decided we can't be best friends with her.
Oh, okay.
I think it's better.
Oh.
Because she knows you're gonna die.
I'm gonna walk. I'm a boy, and I'm gonna walk.
Rowan, do you want to be in the wagon, or do you want to fly?
Oh,
Yeah, you have that power.
I forgot I could do that.
Yeah, you should write that down on your movement. Fly 30.
Fly?
Oh yeah,
What?
I forgot.
I think I do have that written down. I do!
Okay.
Because
I wrote that for you.
homebrew
What
wild
are
can
those little things?
they can fly.
You did a homebrew welcome?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
small
a
thing.
feat I put.
Yeah.
What was that, buddy?
What are those
Made
little
of
things in
star
the
stuff.
box?
Yep.
What?
That's cool.
Are
They're
those,
cookies.
Those are cookies. You want a cookie?
We should ask Grandma.
No.
No?
It's fine.
He
They're small.
literally did his. He did the black.
They're small. It's fine.
For his
And then also in the wagon, sitting right behind you, Zaprab, you hear the mumblings of old Mudfoot.
I'm gonna play songs
What?
for you guys as we ride, because I'm a bard.
The Westlands are also.
I will sing to those
They're just a powdered
songs.
cookie. And also behind the wagon, Lylea the Swift, your centaur guide.
Yes.
Oh yeah, also in the wagon, Tarilo and Kohrinna.
Uh,
And then pulling up the rear, the old Jimbot
Yeah.
with old Jim and his new co-pilot, who you guys have already met, Garbon the Goblin, otherwise known as Soap.
Soap!
The goblin that Julian found in the giant's bag.
Soap.
Yeah, him and old Jim set it.
Rope-a-dope soap.
Him and old Jim hit it off. So there, he's his co-pilot now. Oh, Schmiveldorf would also be in the wagon. And then if Jewel and Betch ever show up again, maybe Mark Zuckerberg. I don't know.
Mark Zuckerberg, what a man.
Those people undetermined.
Catch up later.
Yeah. But you guys head off to Stahlheim.
Yeah.
Begin the journey is much shorter now that you're not going on foot.
Yeah.
Woo! Very
Alright.
helpful.
Yeah.
So you get there in record time for you guys.
Nice.
It's very nice.
Not even
You
an
enjoy a
issue.
long leisurely few days on the road.
Filled with beautiful
No
music.
monster attacks or anything.
Yeah.
He's looking at me suspiciously.
I know, right?
He's expecting a monster attack.
No, that's not why I'm looking at you.
Okay. I described this. Where the fuck is it? Alright. And eventually you are greeted by the site of the stone city of man known as Stahlheim. Large stone towers and walls guard the city, and you can see small farms, rivers, and even a lake surrounding it.
Question. I just remembered, how many more days until I have to go back to the Feywild?
You have like a year.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wait, what? Oh, for
Why?
like.
Because otherwise
Yeah,
they
or
start
I'll
aging.
age.
Oh, exponentially?
No. Just normally.
It's just one day, he's just like, hey guys.
Richard!
There's dust all over my floor!
Also, have we had time to talk to Torilo in that time?
What would you like to say in that time?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I
rolled
just that. Well,
You are a bard.
Torilo,
I'm a 16-year-old. I look like a 16-year-old
You-
boy. I don't think he's down for that.
and Kohrinna would both be of great help to us.
What are you talking about?
It was based off of what Jonathan said, which was
What
based
is being
off
discussed?
Meg said.
He said, "How you doing?" And I went, "How you doing?" And then he goes, "I rolled to seduce."
Oh my god.
And then Jonathan goes, "You could do that because you're a bard." And I was like, "I look like a 16-year-old boy."
This is enough.
I know, right?
Stop. We're stopping that here. Continue, Meg.
I lost my train of thought.
Okay then.
Wait, no, I want to talk to Torilo.
You can continue it when you have your train of thought.
Sorry.
I probably get some people on board like a Rungandir, to be like,
To talk him into letting us take Kohrinna?
Yeah.
well, not take Kohrinna, but take both Torilo and Kohrinna.
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll say you
What's
guys
up?
have this
What's
conversation
happening?
around a campfire one day.
Okay.
I was gonna say, the guy doesn't really know me, so I'll just watch.
Hi.
I've never met this guy
So I just wanted to revisit the topic of you and Kohrinna coming with us.
You all leaving leaves the woods a lot less defended.
Oh, got you covered with that. Recently, we were gifted with a tree ant.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, right. I forgot
This is not about you.
All I hear is, I'm sorry, what? That was, I'm inside the game.
Sit down and let me finish.
I'm already sitting on a freaking lion!
Whoa.
And I know it's not about me, but I can have reactions!
There's
Oh, yeah,
a,
the trees are fucking.
there's a tree ant in the forest now.
This would have been nice to know.
This is not okay with me!
It's not about you.
I know, but I have opinions!
I
am allowed to have opinions!
No one asked for them, though.
Respectfully,
That's
I don't care.
So
That is
test
your
that
right to do so!
treants are very effective.
What now?
I can attest that treants are very effective.
But they can't be everywhere at once.
It's true.
Neither can
You, a Rungandir,
Could I maybe?
But neither can you.
Gosberg,
Tolvi, you need to stop.
Zafrab, with all these folk on Nutwood and the surrounding towns, the other woods towns, they've lost a lot of... Nutwood especially has lost some of its strongest people. Granted, there's a lot of strong people in Nutwood. They can hold their own.
What?
Why don't you?
Because having him come along is a waste of his time. He has what he needs to do.
You
You
know
guys
what?
don't need me.
We should have asked in the first place.
But
Kohrinna, do you want to come with us?
It's not about what I want. I'm not allowed to.
True, it's just good to know what you think.
Would I like to? Yes. But my opinion doesn't matter much anymore.
Means a lot to us, though.
Aww.
it does. You're our friend, and even if you were useless in a fight, I
You're
would
not.
still have you with us.
For what purpose, Torvi? To stand by and not do anything? At least if I'm with Torilo, I can do something. And I have a chance, you know? If the council finds out that he did not fulfill his end of the bargain by any means, that reflects on him. If you guys persuade him to let me go with you, and he doesn't come along, or the two of us get diverted from what we were told to do, the council's going to find out. And it's just going to cause more problems. It's not worth it. And he's not even going to let me carry a weapon, unless it's necessary. I'm an extra mouth to feed and I offer no support. I can't do anything. I don't have my bow, I don't have the sword, I don't even have my quiver anymore. They didn't even give me my armor back.
To be fair, your armor was getting pretty close to being useless. It was pretty badly burned.
Oh.
It wouldn't have survived many more fights, in my opinion.
What are you saying, Torilo?
She got hit by a dragon
Yeah.
twice. That armor is almost toast, man.
Yeah. We should probably pick some up. Stalheim. For a journey
I have a question.
together.
Yes.
If you decide, if Torilo takes you back to Nutwood and the surrounding areas, what would you do?
What he tells me to.
And what would you have her do, Torilo?
She's an experienced ranger.
Okay.
Scouting, watching the passes, watching for giants, tracking them down where they show up, and organizing the defenders of the area to converge on that, help people out, keep our people alive.
I see. Now, I have something to say. I would like to ask for you to give her into our custody. We are going onto the offensive against giants. That an offensive requires more people than a defensive one. You already have a horrible wooden abomination in order to assist you in defending the surrounding areas. If you take Kohrinna away from our group, we are not only down one person, but we are down our only ranger, meaning that we will be at a disadvantage when it comes to scouting out the area. You do not have
says,
to.
I'm here! Oh wait, that probably wasn't helpful. Never mind.
Mudfoot's right, he's way better at it than I am. I haven't been doing it that long.
Thanks, Mudfoot.
Sorry!
Yes,
On
but
the
I
topic-
trust her more.
On the topic of questions...
Fair enough.
Torilo, why did you stick your neck out for me?
Because it's the right thing to do.
No, the right thing to do would throw me out into the wilds and let me fend for myself. That's the right thing to do.
And what does that accomplish?
It gets rid of a problem. I'm of no use to anyone.
Even paladins don't see right and wrong as black and white as you do.
It's not my interpretation, it's the town's. I'm supposed to protect a town that doesn't want me protecting it anymore. And I just was trying to do the right thing, and clearly I can't.
See, that's the thing. I think you can.
The first opportunity I had to do something that resembles my former work, I jumped at it. I clearly can't. Doesn't matter that I was going about it the right way. I made stupid mistakes and am being punished for it. But I don't... What good am I to you?
Now I have a question for you. You think this is your punishment?
What do you mean?
Do you think this is an appropriate punishment for you? You having been put under the let's say, command of Torilo, it would be even a more fitting punishment for you, in my opinion. Being placed in a group of people you sort of don't like, and being made to fight giants.
I never said I don't like any of you.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure you don't like me.
No.
I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Goblin.
I didn't say that. Sorry.
You were disguised as a problem.
Listen.
But my point is, we all make mistakes. I made a mistake. Tolvi makes mistakes. I'm pretty sure Rowan makes mistakes.
I literally, before I was leader of my clan, I made a lot of mistakes.
Exactly. You've made a mistake. Not once, not twice, maybe 3, maybe 4 times. That doesn't mean that I believe that you should not be allowed to have a say in what you're allowed to do.
But even if I had a say, the town took that away from me.
Do you not trust it? Do you not trust your friends to be able to
Reel you in?
That's not the point.
protect you from the town?
The point is, the people saw fit to give me a punishment, and that punishment was not tagging along with you lot. The punishment was to stick with Torilo, and to be his prisoner. I appreciate what you're trying to do, I do, but...
Truly, I have a question for you. What is your say in the matter?
I'm to watch over her.
I see.
I don't think... I interceded on her behalf. I helped found that town. I helped found its laws. This isn't a normal punishment. I asked them to help. I asked them to let me do this. This is your chance to right some wrongs. This is your chance to help people. You made bad mistakes. That happens. Like Osberg said, everyone makes mistakes. So are you going to own up to it and help me fix some damn things? And protect some people and do some good? Because I can make arrangements for you to wallow in a cell or be set loose in the wilds with nothing, if that's what you really want. But personally, I don't think that does anyone any good.
I'm just afraid I'll get you killed.
Oh, trust me, you're not going to get me killed.
Get who
I'm talking
killed?
about you, I don't think.
Oh.
Anyone. I'm used to working by myself. The only person I have to watch out for is myself. And if I get caught, I get caught. There's no one coming to have my back. So I have to get myself out of every problem. Which is why I couldn't just sit in that cell the first time I was arrested. I had to do something. Force of habit, I guess, but...
You think you'll do more good protecting people when you're by yourself?
When I was by myself, I didn't care about good. I cared about...
Survival?
Surviving, and I cared about what my mother cared about. I cared about just trying. And when I was by myself, I would just take random mercenary jobs, and most of the time that was good for me, you know? Don't care about the people that I'm fighting beside. If they die, they die.
Coincidentally, that's how you met Zavrab.
And now do you wish to do good? Or do you simply think this is your punishment? And your punishment is to do good?
No, my point is, I've been trying to do good, but the first opportunity I was presented,
It's hard not to go back to old habits.
It is.
Yes. Why do you think I scream 80% of the time?
But people can change.
And I think...
And do you think that if you're with us, your friends, you would not care? Because I don't think that's true. I don't think that's who you are anymore.
No, that's the problem. I do care, that's the problem. I'm not used to caring about things. It's...
The first step to doing good is to protect those you care about. Come with us. We're protect us. We shall protect you, for we care about you.
We do.
Like I said, it's not up to me.
Torilo?
Someone needs to make a persuasion check.
Also, he said something about not having men.
Who has the highest
Well, he has a
charisma?
freaking wooden abomination.
I have a +7 to persuasion.
You didn't say anything.
Yes, I did.
I have a +7 to persuasion.
I have a +7.
Bullshit, you
Alright,
do.
go for it.
Okay.
I have. Where is it? No, it's perception.
I'm looking at the people who did most of the talking.
Yes.
I will.
Not 20.
I don't know you.
What?
people.
Wow!
Yeah, it is.
I remember looking at this and I'm like, one of those two is the only one, or one of these three is the only ones who can do it.
I
These
was gonna
ones-
offer up men, but I was like, I don't know if anybody wants that.
I was like, I don't
You don't have men, you have children.
actually know Kohrinna. Like,
Yeah, see, that was the other thing too.
We're all flying children.
The DC was like 23, so...
That's 27.
Yep.
I'm glad I didn't roll.
Yeah, I know, right?
The one time I rolled a nat 20 and it counted.
Roll what you need. Okay.
did you kill somebody?
Outside of that. Honestly, I was actually expecting for myself to get a nat 1 and
You guys,
ruin
yeah, I
everything
know,
out.
that would have been great.
And then somehow,
You try to ask and it just comes out
No.
as like fucking nonsense.
oh my god, I'm just imagining I'm
Trilo looks at you all, says, you guys had already planned and fought alongside Kohrinna.
Yep.
If you want to go with them, I'll allow it. Council ain't gonna find out. I ain't going back there anytime soon. But that's up to you.
Thank you.
I need my mother's bow.
I can't make that happen.
Sir,
I have.
where is her bow?
I don't know that right now.
It's back in town.
Hmm?
It's back in
I
town.
know it's not your mother's bow.
No, you don't. It's not the point. I don't need my mother's bow because it's a bow.
sentimental value.
It's more than that. It's the only thing I have left. And
Fuck me, right?
How long does it take to get
The
back to town?
bastard.
no, I mean the only thing I have left for my family.
How long does it take
I
to
said
get
you guys were on the road.
Yeah.
So,
Kohrinna, I have a question for you.
What?
Do you trust me?
Yes, Gosberg, I do.
Then I promise you, after this is all done, by my hammer and by my pride and honor, I promise you that I will get you back your mother's bow, no matter the cost. Is that enough for you?
And until then,
Your price is simply you. I want you to join us and help us on our quest.
will you accept mine?
No.
We're friends.
I won't take your bow, Toby.
Well, there's only one thing we really need to do then.
Body?
Go buy things.
Done.
Shopping! Get in, losers!
I
We're
was-
going shopping!
I was gonna say
Gosberg,
that.
give me the night to think about it.
I wanted to calm down.
No
a little
problem.
before
I will give you as much time as you need. I'm pretty sure we're not going anywhere soon.
so you go to Stahlheim the next
I
day.
know, right?
We'll say you were a day away from Stahlheim to speed things up.
Okay.
This morning, you guys,
Okay.
you see the city on the horizon, like I said before.
Blah, 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 blah.
How many
Morning,
times-
everyone! How's everyone doing? How's everyone sleep?
You didn't bother me while I was sleeping, so it was the best I've slept in a while.
Yes, and now I can bother you while
Yeah.
I'm awake!
Yeah, the fire in the middle of the camp is set up. You see Garbon the Goblin. He's got a pot cooking above it. It's like, hope y'all like squirrel stew.
Yum!
Soap. Where
I have
did
a
you get
potted
the
plant,
squirrels?
but
I have
Not so-
meat!
it's a
And
potted plant.
That big fella caught him. It's like Mudfoot. You see him crunching, slurping up some soup from a boulette bowl.
Where did you get one of those?
Got it in town.
Yeah.
It's a good hunt, boy.
Begrudgingly, I'll go on my head. I'll take out my bullet bowl.
It's not quite boulette
too.
stew, but goddamn, squirrel can be pretty goddamn good sometimes.
Yum.
I heard
That
the
was
bullet
good bullet.
stew had too much garlic.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I
Wasn't
told,
bad.
I told you.
He always adds too
Bullet,
much.
garlic would make bullet balls and stew good though. That's a thing. Needs that garlic.
They're both fireballs.
Okay, so I assume Kohrinna's been awake for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gosper's gonna go to Kohrinna's like with a bowl of stew. Hey, how you doing?
Fireballs if your boat's on fire.
I feel like steamrolled hell.
It's not really a breakfast meal, but fuck it.
You want some stew?
No thanks.
I mean, when
Sure?
you want squirrel in
Trust
the morning.
me,
what are you gonna
I'll
do?
say it right now. You do not eat now, you're probably not going to eat anything until like 4 hours later.
When I drink your blood.
Come on, eat up.
No, it's fine. Thank you.
Peepers runs over and grabs a chunk of squirrel out of the stew bowl you're holding for Kohrinna.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
Freaks me out.
I'm not going to do this anymore for sanitation's
He
sake.
is very
The little
In any
child
case-
wants to run.
It's okay.
I'm going to sit down next to Kohrinna. You ever thought about my offer?
sorry.
A bit, yeah.
What do you say?
He's terrifying.
Yeah.
I am also a child.
Peepers
I
is
don't know.
terrified
You don't know?
giant. So,
I am a man of my word, Kohrinna. You help us. I guarantee you that I'll help you get your bow back.
so, what have you killed before?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't even
That's a very heavily
Do you,
loaded
I mean, do
question,
you have
large
want to think
man.
about it anymore.
Do you have experience?
Really?
Yes. I don't.
Spin us a tail.
I don't necessarily like talk.
Kill the troll. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Maddie, tell us what Ro has done.
What have I done?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We're like you've told us the story. What monsters have you actually fought?
At least
Trolls,
if
Yeah.
I'm with Chirino,
the Hears.
The hears, yeah.
I killed.
I can focus on myself for now.
Sphinx.
In my opinion,
Sphinx.
if you wish to do good, I think you can do more good by helping us than
Killed.
standing around in the
I
forest,
don't know.
just
Killed a lot of people.
guarding it against
That were bad.
guarding it from
Just go
vile threats, relatively speaking.
It's
My
not
best
about doing the
friend.
most good.
Oh.
It's about
Hold on,
I'm
there's
still
two
alive.
conversations happening.
it's about the place where I can
Get back to that.
focus on
Hold that
what's
thought.
wrong with me more.
And you think you're going to figure that out standing idly by? In my experience, people don't find themselves simply by sitting around, doing what other people tell them to do. They figure out who they are by traveling, by fighting, through hardship.
But then I'm just fighting on someone else's behalf. I'm fighting because someone else told me to.
Yes. What? Sorry, say that again. I immediately forgot what you just said.
The problem isn't where I could do the most good. It's the problem is how I can fix myself.
You think you could fix yourself by guarding a forest?
I think I can fix myself by working with Torito, yes. I think he's wise enough to, I don't know.
In the end, like he said, it's your decision.
It is, and we will respect it. But I wish you would come with us. If only because you are our friend.
chew on that. Let's go into town.
In my opinion, though, if you want any last bit of advice, I find it easier for people to fix themselves when they're actively trying to fix themselves, rather than just guarding a territory as a punishment.
But
Oddly specific.
my problem isn't that I can't kill evil things. I've done that plenty fine.
Oh no, I've done that too, trust me.
My problem is I need to somehow...
Learn to care for people?
No.
Okay.
I need to somehow... I don't know, I think it would be easier working with one person than a bunch of people I care about.
I have a question. How old are you?
Just north of 400.
Don't ask a woman her age.
I'll tell you my age. I'm like 30.
It's gospel.
So, in that
Gosberg
400
does
years...
not have enough tact to know not to ask a woman her age.
Now, I have a question. In that 400 years, what have you discovered about yourself?
That I'm really good at killing evil things, and I have a certain affinity towards certain things. That's about it.
Really?
I haven't had the chance to be in one place long enough to care about anyone. Or I have been, and then they died.
You know what I've also discovered about you?
Hmm.
You're a very patient person. You're very kind, even if you don't know it.
That comes with the territory.
Really? You're standing you were in a cell with Ricky for like 2-3 days, and you haven't killed him.
It was more than 2 or 3 days.
Elves have a different outlook on time.
I assume so. You lived to like what? 400, 500 years? 600, 700?
Almost 1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not one to... I'm already, almost middle age, I think. I think I've given myself enough time to mill it out, but I believe that in your case, you'll do more good to spend more time with people that care about you, rather than someone who simply takes care of you out of obligation.
It wasn't his obligation. He volunteered.
Yes, now it is his obligation.
No, but he volunteered.
Yes.
He admits he went out of his way to stick his neck out for me.
And now he's obligated to take care of you.
But he...
Question.
What?
Rowan?
This is me asking outside
Gwen?
of the game. How badly do you want to keep Kohrinna?
Not really. I don't really care. I'm
talking about everyone, including Tyler.
Well,
I told you yesterday when you asked me you should bring that character.
I know.
It's a game of choices.
I know.
Choices of your party, choices of you.
Anyone? You?
I'm alright.
I want to keep her back, but
You?
You
Going?
Good, thank you,
Do
man.
you want to keep,
I was about to say,
Yeah.
your opinion
or
matters. the most.
at least
Yeah.
put Kohrinna
Yeah.
to the side for a little bit, or what?
That's kind of what I was thinking, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was fully anticipating her getting killed.
Really?
So, straight up.
I'm more optimistic.
okay.
Okay, now is Rowan.
Hold on.
If she doesn't want to go with us, you don't have to force her.
We're not going to. It's her decision. Chirilo, if she goes with you and changes her mind, what would happen then?
It's a bit late if you guys are already up fighting hill giants in Hakam.
I know, right?
Hard to track you guys down, and you're the ones with the map. By the way, among the other things in your cart, Zoran returned the map. So, Zoran doesn't have that fucking map anymore. Which is good, because Hakam isn't properly mapped by humanoids.
He's not dead. He's back in the Feywild.
Where's
He's
Zoran?
doing Emerald Knight stuff.
Yes. Be hard to get to,
Probably
guys.
starting back
What's your backup character again?
so.
And it'd be a long way.
Torch cleric.
And it's not going to be a short journey for you guys, you realize that,
Where are
right?
they all?
Yes.
By the time you finish
normal
up with
cleric
one
stuff
place,
and
Be moving on to the
Safe.
next.
Make
Kohrinna will
Oh,
have
yeah.
another 2-month journey on her hands just to get to the next place. Catching up would not be an easy option.
Kohrinna,
Everything.
What?
you leaving?
Not unless we can fly. Or teleport.
Well, when Mala gets big enough.
Yeah, true enough.
You leaving, Kohrinna?
If you take Mala with you.
She's not here.
Oh, they told her.
Where is Mala?
No,
not
she went to
take
the Ghostwise village.
Okay, we sent her back.
Oh.
Well, you're a rogue, right? Or a ranger? I forget.
Both.
You want the trash man
multi-class,
back?
okay.
What?
The trash man.
Are you gonna want the trash man back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, getting the band back together. Oh, come on.
Why do you sound like?
That's what he sounds like.
Okay.
Sounds like this.
Well, if you're leaving, if you do want to catch up with us,
Sorry.
Do it
we'll
when you
make
can.
it possible. Somehow.
Sounds good.
All right, and with that,
Mm-hmm.
do Torilo and Kohrinna part ways?
Yeah.
We're getting to stop.
Before Kohrinna
Alright.
leaves, I just wanted to wave to her and be like, "You're an excellent shot."
And
It was nice to meet you.
I hope we meet again under better circumstances.
I'll give Kohrinna
Kohrinna.
trash man.
You give Kohrinna trash man, the talking bag devouring.
Wink. Kohrinna,
What's up, girl?
you owe me that drink.
Good luck with your prison sentence.
Yeah, I do, big man.
Yes, you do.
Good luck,
We'll
Cat.
be back for it.
Good luck and goodbye.
What?
Till next time. Maybe.
take my bow.
Oh.
It's not up to me. I look at Torilo.
Puts his hand out, takes it.
Thank you, Toby.
We'll be off.
Farewell.
Best of
Also,
luck to you all.
don't wear gloves when you're killing the rats.
May the gods be with you all.
And you.
Pound it.
Bounce it.
And Dorby starts crying.
Oh.
You
And
guys-
Meg doesn't, I swear.
Dorby, don't cry.
The party begins heading to Stalheim,
Alright, let's do it.
and
Yeah.
Kohrinna and Torilo head back to the woods.
Woo.
Let's go kill some giants.